Hi, I'm Ed Lewis again, and we are just going back to section 2, and I'll be repeating some things from section 1, making sure that we have a good understanding of what's going on. We're going to be talking again about cause and effect, really, problems and causes and how to deal with them in self-image, self-esteem, unconditional love and acceptance, our spiritual essence, not in a freaky way, not weird, not far out, not talking about the universe, talking about right here. So we're going to do that, and we have not been able as a society to deal with the issues of self-image and self-esteem. Underlying the most crucial emotional issues in our country and really in the world today. And self-image is a direct cause of self-esteem. If your self-image is not accurate, notice I didn't say good, but if it's not accurate, then it's not going to reflect who you actually are. And it's bound to be, I believe, and from what I've seen anyway, it's bound to be, it come up short in regards to value. So when you look in a mirror, you go, damn, or you go, what the hell is that? And so we're going to deal with taking back the brushes, and those brushes are just a visual instrument that I've brought into effect here to help us to see that, number one, they're very powerful, and that there are ways that people can take those brushes and impact in a negative way our self-image and ultimately our self-worth. And we've dealt with the problem, and it's like trying to pull yourself up by your bootstraps, and walk by doing that. It's kind of hard, isn't it? Doesn't work, does it? Not long term. You may be able to bounce along for a little bit, and maybe that's what life's been like for you, bouncing along. And that's why I'm here, and that's why I'm doing this. We're going to deal with our spirits and who our spirits actually are. But I want to say up front that we can't solve problems long term by dealing with the problems. You have to deal with the causes. That is the way you deal with problems long term. You can deal with them short term. We're told you want a better self-image, change your hair, clothes, job, where you live, who you hang around with, where you're going to school, where you live. Change our attitudes toward ourselves. Lots of great thoughts. How's that working for us? Well, actually not too well, because it doesn't work long term. Short term, yeah, you get different set of clothes, even different makeup. It doesn't last long, does it? So it's why we have long-term problems today, because we're not dealing with the cause. And the reason we have self-image inaccuracies and distortions is because we view self-image as good or bad. So if I say, hey, I've got a good self-image, that's a subjective view. And so if I say I got a bad self-image, that's also a subjective view. We want accuracy, and accuracy when valuing or judging our self-image, it's not good or bad. Well, you say, well, what is it, Ed? Well, it's right or wrong. It's accurate or it's inaccurate. And I contend that 99.9% of us have an inaccurate self-image, have a distorted self-image. Saying good or bad is opinions. It's subjective. You know why? Because people may be jealous and want to bring us down. And so they'll kind of say, well, this is what you need to do. You need to shoot for here, knowing full well that we can't. And so when we don't make it, we view it as a failure, and our self-image then is distorted because we failed in a way that somebody that we valued, somebody that was close to us, told us what we needed to do in order to get a good sense of self-esteem and self-worth. And they were wrong, you know? I mean, who are they? Self-image is the most problematic emotional issue today. There is no issue that's more problematic emotionally than self-image. From it comes depression, anger, frustration, futility. Sound familiar? Meaninglessness. Come on, I'm reaching out to you today to say to you, I've experienced those things in my 79 years. I've experienced all that I just mentioned. I've experienced sitting on a bed with a gun in my hand, thinking about taking my life. Don't do it. Don't hurt yourself. Don't value yourself on the basis of what others have told you that you're like. I'll help you see who you really are. No gimmicks, no religion involved, none. I'll do whatever I can. So we're going to deal with the causes first, then we'll deal with the problems. Okay? We need to get the brushes back that are being used to distort our self-image and worth. We have those brushes. All of us have those brushes within our spirits and our psyches. And they're all there, and others have come in and said, look, give me that brush. I'm going to show you who you need to be. So I'm going to illustrate that for us here just a little bit and show us how that works. So what is a self-image? Well, it's a reflection of ourselves. Let me take a minute now and move the camera over to a whiteboard